Hey everybody, Derek here from Crua again. I want to talk a little bit in this video about Crua's funding journey over the last 5 or 6 years. We've had a lot of support over that time, some brilliant angel investors, some from Enterprise Ireland. But I guess most notably, we've had a huge amount of support from our community, and our community has invested in many equity crowdfunding campaigns, and we have a huge amount of repeat investors, which is brilliant. We would not be here without our community. We tried the venture capital world. We kind of did get a couple of offers, or let's call them half offers or letters of intent, whatever you want to call them. It just didn't sit well. It didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with the board or the team. I joked that these people were looking for everything, including one of my lungs. It definitely felt like you were swimming, with sharks. So what has worked for us as community, we're going to double down on that. We're proud to say that our community owns nearly 20% of the business now at this stage, which is brilliant. That's exactly what we wanted. We wanted to build this brand around our community. People who understand the outdoors, people who understand the problem we're trying to solve in the outdoors, and people who want to come along with us on our journey. So we're very much going to stick with that equity crowdfunding. And in fact, we're going to broaden it this year and beyond, because I think we've only touched on the surface of what we can do with the power of the community behind us. Like I said, we don't operate in debt or very, very little debt, a little bit of stock loans, that kind of stuff, but we try and keep the company completely out of debt, so we generally operate in equity rounds. I think that also helps, obviously, the balance sheet, and it helps the business operate, and it means there isn't that debt hanging over our heads, I guess, as a business, and lets us a little bit more freedom. We're also have been absolutely thrilled to have some of our investors join our board, got involved, and the rest, as they say, is history. There are other benefits to the equity crowdfunding. There the financing and the financing of the business. There is the building of the community and the crowd, and like I said, people are sick around here, are sick of me talking about the importance of the crowd and the community, but we wouldn't be here without them. You get that kind of PR, you get that kind of name out there, you build your community again a little bit quicker than you probably would without the equity crowdfunding. And we also leverage off Kickstarter and Indiegogo and other more traditional crowdfunding sources. But here we're talking about equity crowdfunding, where people actually invest in the business through a platform, in our case, Seeders. The third thing is you get access to really, really brilliant people. I'm in touch with a lot of our investors very regularly. Like I said, there's a couple on the board who have been instrumental in refocusing, and if you watch the other videos, you'll have seen or heard me talk about refocusing the brand on that kind of laser focus in 2023. Investors through our community who have been helping, who have been kind of getting in contact and with their suggestions, with their help, so it's a lot more than just the cash. And that's really, really important. I can't underestimate. I ring some of our investors. I could ring them on a Sunday. No problem. They'll get on the phone and they'll say, a lot of them are experienced business people. They'll get on the phone and they'll say, first of all, probably calm down a bit, Derek. It's not the end of the world, and then we'll work it. And inevitably, we always solve the problem. So look, that's been kind of a bit of our journey. Like I said, Enterprise Ireland have also been brilliant, and we've had a couple of off-platform larger angel investors. We wouldn't be here without them all. Just before I finish here, I'd love if you could share this video or share the channel amongst your network. Anybody who might get a bit of value out of this. We want to really invest time and effort and energy into this channel, because from our community, people have been asking for some of this insight behind the scenes, what really goes on. These videos are very scripted, very honest, very rough in some ways, I guess, because I'm trying to do them in one cut. It's an honest, thoroughly truthful insight into what goes on behind the scenes. So please share it with anybody you think might be interested, with your network. Like and subscribe and all the usual stuff that the YouTubers say. And the last thing I have to reference again is the book is underway. We have it structured, and we've actually typed a few lines. I was going to say it's more like a few words, sorry, but anyway, we'll get there. Honest. Okay, thanks. And looking forward to talking to you again on our next video, which will be about the importance of team and people and mentors to a startup.